Yeah, I'm joined here with nRated, support of SK Gaming. And nRated, tell me about your time in the split. Like, what kinds of new things do you take for the future?
So we started the split pretty weak in terms of team skill. We were thinking our expectations were a lot higher, at least. We were thinking that we had a lot more like internal ways of dealing with problems, and just in general, we were thinking we were way more coordinated than we actually were. So that kind of made us struggle at the start, and we slowly but surely went stronger throughout the split. So I feel like going into a split with too high of expectations by yourself and not focusing too much on the small things instead of trying to see the big picture, sometimes that doesn't work, and I just showed the split. So that's kind of what I take from it. Okay,
nice. So for the upcoming split, yeah, for new players, what do you So for the new players, what can you give them for startups like newcomers in the LCS scene?
Everyone that comes new is kind of having the nerf issues. I feel like you should take every LCS match basically as a scrim, but with a lot more spotlight on you. I feel like taking too many risks isn't good, but evading risks is not good either. So you should just try to play as ballsy as you can, go for the 50-50 trade sometimes. It just pays off in the long run. If you don't play on your full limit, to the full extent of your ability, then you just won't succeed in the long run. So the earlier you seek your limits, you find your limits, the earlier you can just go towards those limits over and over and just perform.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I did a bit of theory thinking, and can you explain me why the support is not picking up Smite? I mean, like Exhaust and Ignite is very nice, but why no Smite for Raids control, Wolves control, counter jungling?
In general, the support is willing to sacrifice a lot for the 2-on-2 matchup, and having a summoner that's basically dead until a certain minute just doesn't give you advantage. And on top of that, if you compare it to laning Smite, just top lane or mid lane has way more resources to put into upgrading the Smite, while you're basically forced to go sidestone either way on support. First item, you buy the gold item, a small gold item first as well, so you're kind of forced into this static role. And I mean, whenever you get to upgrade the Smite, it can actually work, but you can't upgrade it that early in comparison to other roles, so it just doesn't have the same impact.
Okay, nice. So you said you sacrifice a lot for your team. So when you think about the role of support, what would you like to change in League of Legends so that you maybe have like more impact?
There were a lot of hidden nerfs for support throughout the splits. I feel like, for example, the Dragon Gold was impacting a lot, and the Global Gold on towers also impacted the support more than it should. I feel like support is in a quite decent state. You can influence the game the way you want to in a lot of cases, but overall it's just a role that lives by sacrificing. It's just the role itself, so you can't really say that's a bad part of it. It's just a part of it. You kind of have to find a way to make yourself valuable in the late game as well without having too many items. So a lot of supports get viable that weren't viable before, a lot of like off-roll supports or things that you just try to flex and get advantage by that, and it just depends. I feel like there's not much change you can do to that to just improve it. You shouldn't just over-buff other roles, otherwise support needs a buff as well again. That's just the way Riot buffs at the moment.
Okay, thanks for your time and your knowledge. Any shoutouts to your fans?
Well, thanks for everyone supporting us, especially through those rough weeks, and everyone personally helping me out as well, just family, friends, everyone, just thanks.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.